What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be talking about how wide receivers can force a DB to turn his hips and how they could flip him when you attack that blind spot, okay? So this is going to be all about attacking zone coverage in a situation where a DB's showing like maybe he's in a catch technique, and then he's bailing out of there, kind of like this press bail look, okay? So I hope this video gives you guys some value, and I hope it teaches you a few new things just about route running, how you guys can attack a zone coverage DB, and how you can get as much separation as possible. But also, fellas, if you guys want to set up a one-on-one Zoom call with me where we could break down either your film, we could break down all the questions that you maybe have for a one-on-one experience with myself via Zoom, check out that very first link in the description, fellas. It's a 1-hour call where it's just a one-on-one call. There's nobody else on the call where we just talk about all the specific things you guys maybe have questions on. We could talk about reading coverages, understanding defenses, press releases, route running, and all the above. It's really based on what you guys specifically need to get better on. So check out that very first link in the description to set up a one-on-one Zoom call with myself. Let's get started with this video. So first things first here, you see how when we attack this DB, we see that he opens up to the outside, or opens up to the inside, excuse me. So what that is, and now obviously you could tell based off of this linebacker as well, that it is a zone coverage concept, okay? So now, why would this DB open up, right? So let's talk about that in the first place. So let's talk about two things. Why would the DB open up, and why would we go with this specific release, okay? So you see how when we have a DB who's here, and he's in this catch technique, right? We got like 2 to 3 yards of space to work. What's my mindset got to be in this case? It's got to be, I'm going to attack this space, I'm going to close the distance, I'm going to attack his midline, because I'm going to try to get a read on him and see how he's going to be able to play me, right? Because he's head up, so he might be able to take away the inside, he might take away the outside, but I have a plan for either one. So you see how when this receiver comes off and he attacks him, he gives it this foot fire release, what does this DB start to do? He starts to open up, he starts to give us the inside, because why? He's got help to the inside. That's what we have to understand about how DBs play, and if you can understand how DBs are playing a certain way, why they're playing a certain way, that can structure your own plan off the line of scrimmage. So now, where does he not want to get beat when it's zone coverage? When he's got help to the middle, where does he not want to get beat? He doesn't want to get beat to the outside, and he doesn't want to get beat deep, right? Because he is trying to force you to the inside. That's where his help is. He doesn't have help out here. That's where he's told, and that's what he's taught not to get beat to. So if I could threaten him there, that's what's going to force him to turn out of there and really commit to that fade. So this receiver does a good job of giving a move to the inside, then taking off to this blind spot for 3 hard steps. When you can attack the blind spot of a DB in zone coverage, that can really force him to turn out of there, and that can really force him to commit to this fade. Now let's talk about this. When I come off here, and you see how this is kind of a longer developing release, right? He's giving a foot fire, gives a move, 1, 2, 3, and we see how this DB he really commits to that fade because we had speed to the blind spot. You got to make him feel you to that blind spot. You can't be coming off here and you can't be taking 3 choppy steps. You can't be taking 1, 2, 3 quick steps. It's got to be 3 hard steps to that blind spot, 1, 2, 3, to really force this guy to turn, because he has to feel our speed. Now, when would you want to use this type of release, right? Because obviously it's longer developing, and this is kind of like a slant route, under route, whatever you want to think of it. This is when the quarterback's going from something across the field. Maybe he's going from 1 to 2 back down to you 3, right? Maybe he's looking to the post, looking to the dig, then looking back to you coming underneath on this route, to where you don't want to get to the throwing window too fast, because that could screw up the spacing of the play and the timing of the play, but you don't want to be there too slow to where you're not ready, so you take a little bit longer with your release. This is like a third read situation. So that's why we constantly stress wide receivers need to understand the whole entire play. You can't just know your job. You can't just come up to the line and be like, oh, okay, I got to run a slant route. I'm just going to do a diamond release and then go. No, a diamond release in this case would be too fast, and it would be wrong considering that he's giving you the inside, but you can't get to the window too quickly. You got to understand the timing of the play. You got to understand, okay, is the quarterback doing quick game footwork? Is he doing drop back footwork? Am I the third read? Am I the second read? You got to understand those specific things to be a better overall wide receiver, okay? Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. Great job attacking zone coverage right here, forcing this DB to flip his hips with those 3 steps to that blind spot, and then making this play and settling down to make this catch before that linebacker can make a play. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave those in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I always appreciate the feedback. Always appreciate the things you guys have to say. It helps me come up with new ideas for videos, so I definitely appreciate it. And again, fellas, set up a one-on-one Zoom call with myself where we could break down pretty much any aspect of your game, anything that you need to improve on specifically, we could talk about it, and we could break it down for a full hour-long Zoom call. Check out that very first link in the description, fellas. Hope you guys could check it out. I'll see you guys next time.